Welcome to this year's 53rd annual virtual Top 10 Community Awards. I'm Don Valenzano, and I'll be your MC for tonight's awards. On behalf of the Camarillo Chamber of Commerce, I'd like to thank you for tuning in and helping us celebrate. Every year, the Chamber of Commerce solicits nominations for the 12 awards that we will be presenting. There is a selection committee made up of a diverse group of Camarillo citizens, and they read through all the nominations and make the final decisions. We're so glad to be able to finally present the awards to the 2020 recipients. Thank you, Montecito Bank and Trust, for your many years as the title sponsor for the Top 10 Awards.
Hello, my name is Kari Shore, and I'm the Director of Community Banking at Montecito Bank and Trust, the largest locally owned community bank in Santa Barbara and Ventura counties. As the title sponsor of the Top 10 Community Awards, it's my honor to welcome you to the celebration today. I never imagined that we would be sharing this special occasion virtually because of a global pandemic. But I'm glad that we all have the opportunity to celebrate the honorees thanks to modern day technology. I'd like to thank the Camarillo Chamber of Commerce for bringing us together today. For 45 years now, Montecito Bank and Trust has been serving the Central Coast, living our community bank mission to make the communities we serve better places to live and work. As a community bank, it's our job to know and respond to the needs of our community. With the onset of COVID-19, we wanted to do whatever we could to provide support and make an impact. We quickly donated $155,000 in urgent relief aid to local nonprofits that were providing critical and essential services to our communities. We also mobilized our entire team to process and fund more than $205 million in Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP loans, to local nonprofits and businesses. I'm incredibly proud that our PPP funding went to over 1,800 businesses and organizations, saving nearly 22,000 jobs in Santa Barbara and Ventura counties. We will continue to be here supporting our communities every step of the way, because providing that support during a time like this is what makes community banking such an important part of helping our communities thrive. If you need us, please come see us at any of our 3 Ventura County locations in Ventura, Westlake, or Camarillo. We're happy to help. Thank you again to Camarillo Chamber of Commerce, and congratulations to all the honorees. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you.
Thank you once again to our title sponsor, Montecito Bank and Trust. Additionally, we would like to recognize all of our sponsors, for without their strong support, we could not have put on this spectacular event. Presenting sponsors are Man of the Year, Oakmont of Camarillo; Woman of the Year, Residence Inn and Courtyard by Marriott; Stan Daily Lifetime Achievement Awards, DCH Ottawa Group; Entrepreneur of the Year, Kidstream; Business of the Year, Visit Camarillo; Educator of the Year, MF Daily Corporation; Youth of the Year, CSU Channel Islands; Senior of the Year, Atria Las Posas Senior Living; Volunteer of the Year, Mechanics Bank; Public Servant of the Year, Grocery Outlet; Service Organization of the Year, Ventura Investment Company; Philanthropist of the Year, Dignity Health, St. John's Hospital. Supporting sponsors, Toki Lee Photography, Ventura County Credit Union, E.J. Harrison and Sons, Michael Drews and Company, CPAs, California Resources Corporation, and community sponsors Don Valenzano, Valenzano Insurance. Now we'll get to the awards we've all been waiting for since March. The first award for tonight is the Camarillo Philanthropist of the Year. This is the 3rd year we will be presenting this award. It's truly in recognition for those that invest so much in our community. Dignity Health St. John's, the sponsor of this award, was founded over 100 years ago and treats more than 187,000 patients annually, just in the emergency department. Please welcome Gail Summers to present the award to Sean Leonard.
Good evening. I'm Gail Summers, Vice President of Philanthropy with St. John's Healthcare Foundation, and I'm pleased to introduce Chamber Philanthropist of the Year, Sean Leonard. Sean and his wife Gwen have called Ventura County home since 1989. They support several nonprofits, including Casa Pacifica, Kidstream Children's Museum, Ventura County Housing Trust Fund, Studio Channel Islands, and Crossroads Community Church, all based in Camarillo. Additionally, Sean sits on the boards of Ventura County Community Foundation, Vista Real Public Charter School, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Oxnard and Port Hueneme, and the Advisory Council of Habitat for Humanity. He is the board chair of A Community of Friends, nonprofit developers and managers of affordable housing for individuals and families with mental illness. Previously, he served on the board of Studio Channel Islands and was vice board chair of Ventura County Medical Resources Foundation. Sean and Gwen Leonard have been married 40 years, and every year draws them closer together as their love strengthens. They have 3 sons, Liam, Aiden, and Quinn, 2 daughters-in-law, Rachel and Alexa, and 2 grandchildren. The couple met in college when Sean was pursuing his engineering degree at UCLA and Gwen her fashion degree at Woodbury University. In addition to being a Bruin, Sean received his MBA from USC, so at an early age, they discovered there are always 2 sides to an argument. Sean has also lectured on construction management at both universities and was awarded UCLA Extension's Distinguished Instructor Award for 2013. Sean founded Camarillo-based project and construction management firm S.L. Leonard & Associates in 2003, with notable projects including Walt Disney Concert Hall, the Camarillo Public Library, the Casa Pacifica expansion, Museum of Ventura County's Pavilion and Courtyard, and more than 4,500 units of affordable housing throughout Southern California. S.L. Leonard & Associates is currently working on the Mion Plaza Hotel and Conference Center in Camarillo. Sean is an immigrant from Hong Kong and likes to say he's more American than his native-born friends because he chose the USA while his friends just got lucky. Sean's and Gwen's faith informs them that they are just stewards, as everything they have comes from God. The family culture of service started when their sons were young boys and the family would venture to San Vicente Guerrero in Mexico twice a year, every year, where they would support a missionary family and orphanage. They built homes in the summer and distributed food and love in a shoebox in the winters. As Sean has said, Gwen and I feel extremely blessed to be living and working in this wonderful community and have made it a priority to give back with time, talent, and treasure. Congratulations again, Sean.
Good evening, my name is Sean Leonard and I have the distinct honor of being the Philanthropist of the Year. My wife Gwen and I moved to Camarillo in 1989 when I was hired to build the infrastructure for the 92 acres that is now the Camarillo Premium Outlets. We raised 3 sons here and started our project management company in 2003. Camarillo is a wonderful city to live in. The weather is perfect. The city is family and business friendly, so it was an easy decision to raise 3 sons here and to start our business and base it in Camarillo. There are so many worthy philanthropists that I was kind of surprised that I was nominated for this award. Some of my philanthropic commitments include sitting on boards for nonprofits such as the Ventura County Community Foundation, Studio Channel Islands, Vista Real Public Charter, which are all based in Camarillo. And we also support Casa Pacifica, the Ventura County Housing Trust Fund, our home church, Crossroads Community, Kids Streams Children Museum, and other nonprofits in the area. S.L. Leonard & Associates manages real estate development and construction projects for our clients who are public entities, developers, nonprofits. We have a heavy emphasis on nonprofits. We've worked for the city of Camarillo, who hired us to build the public library, which is how we started the company. We did the Casa Pacifica expansion that they recently did, the Museum of Ventura County Pavilion and Courtyard expansion, and we also did all the build out of the Ventura County Community Foundation nonprofit spaces in that building. We've also been involved in over 4,500 units of affordable housing throughout Southern California. So having our own business has really blessed us because it gives us the flexibility to invest and support in causes that we really believe in. We're motivated by these words from Matthew 25:40. The king will reply, "Truly I tell you, whatever you do for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." So I'd like to thank Dignity Health, which sponsored this award, and of course my wife Gwen, who's been my collaborator and conscience for over 40 years. And to those who nominated me, it's really an honor and I appreciate it. It's very humbling. Thank you very much.
Senior of the Year, Atria Las Posas Senior Living provides a comprehensive assisted living and memory care for seniors. The warm, intimate environment encourages a fun, active lifestyle in a beautiful location. Please welcome Bailey Huerta to present the Senior of the Year Award to Stephanie Zierhut.
Hi, my name is Bailey Huerta. It's an honor to present this year's Senior of the Year Award on behalf of Atria Las Posas Senior Living. This year's award is presented to the dedicated and hardworking Stephanie Zierhut. Stephanie and her family arrived in Camarillo in 1998 from the San Fernando Valley, and from then on she would become very involved in her community. Upon her arrival, Stephanie became a member of the Pleasant Valley Garden Club and has gone on to be Vice President of the Pleasant Valley Cooperative Nursery School for 4 years and has also sat on the California State Leadership Committee for the past 6 years. For 7 years, she worked as a volunteer with No Room at the Inn as auction chair, raising over $500,000 for the homeless in Ventura County. Stephanie is a lifetime Girl Scout leader, trainer, and board member. Stephanie plans to continue offering her skills and time to local organizations in hopes of making an impact. Stephanie has been married to her high school sweetheart Kurt for 48 years, and they reside in the hills of Camarillo with their 2 dogs, Rose and Dusty. Thank you for all you do, Stephanie, and we are happy to present you with this year's Senior of the Year Award.
Good evening, I'm Stephanie Zierhut, and my husband and I moved to Camarillo 24 years ago from the San Fernando Valley because house automation, the largest machine tool manufacturer in the Western world, the Gene Haas Foundation, and NASCAR and American Formula One owner, relocated to Oxnard. I am currently a member of 5 boards: Cal State Channel Islands President's Dinner Committee and President's Circle, the Rubicon Theater Board of Directors, the Delta Kappa Gamma Phi Society International Local Camarillo Chapter and Area 8 Treasurer, and the Ventura County Youth Correctional Facility Citizens Advisory Committee, and the treasurer for 10 years, and chair of the Storybook Program for youth who have children. On the CAC board, I was treasurer for 15 years, chair of the Storybook Program for wards that are parents, and sought funds for educational scholarships, and watch out for the incarcerated youth's rights and welfare. I was an educator in LAUSD, instructing highly gifted students 3rd through 8th grade for 15 years. I am also a lifetime member of Girl Scouts who led older girls, was a leader trainer, and was on the San Fernando Valley Council Board before arriving in Camarillo. I have been active in No Room at the Inn, raising funds for the homeless, Pleasant Valley Co-op Nursery School, AAUW Vice President and Secretary and Chair of the Adopt-a-Poll elections, University Preparation School Board member for 10 years, and Camarillo Academic Olympics in Science for 6 years, before the current boards I serve on. I love the small town, friendly atmosphere of Camarillo with all its hardworking members of all ages. We chose to live here near the ocean, yet have the enjoyment of the open land on the hillside with the beautiful views. I would like to thank my husband Kurt and my family, along with all the friends that I have made in Ventura County, especially the Ventura Youth Correctional Facility Citizens Advisory Committee, especially Dennis Lack, who nominated me for this award. I'd like to thank the Camarillo Chamber of Commerce and Atria Las Posas Senior Living Center for giving me this award. It has been an honor to be recognized for all the many hours that I volunteer, and good evening.
Now to Youth of the Year. Please welcome sponsor California State University Channel Islands for Youth of the Year, Cecilia Wong.
Hello, I'm Dr. Rich Yao, the current Vice President for Student Affairs and incoming Interim President at Cal State Channel Islands. And on behalf of the CSUCI community, it's an honor to again take part in the celebration honoring some of Camarillo's best and brightest. As many of you are likely aware, President Erica Beck is transitioning into a new role as president of Cal State Northridge. While this is a bittersweet moment for our campus community, we wish President Beck the best in her new role and look forward to building upon the strong foundation she has laid. I look forward to meeting and working more closely with many of you after I begin my duties as interim president of CSUCI on January 11th. Now, to celebrate our 2020 Youth of the Year, Cecilia Wong. Cecilia is currently a senior at Rancho Campana High School and hopes to become a biomedical engineer to help people in need, just like her parents, both doctors, do every day. In December 2019, Cecilia won the 2019 Congressional App Challenge for California's 26th district by designing an application software that helps nonverbal people communicate. She will finish her senior year balancing honors and advanced placement courses, tennis, Key Club, and continuing to play in her church's worship band. Cecilia is waiting to hear back from the 5 different University of California campuses she applied to and can't wait to explore all of the topics she will study in college. She has high hopes of joining her older sister, Sophia, at UCLA in the fall. She plans to study biomedical engineering, and her plans for the future include building medical devices with the intent of contributing to the needs of society. Cecilia continues to make a positive impact on our community, and her future is certainly one that looks to be very bright. Please welcome your 2020 Youth of the Year, Cecilia Wong.
My name is Cecilia Wong, and I won the Youth of the Year award. So I am a senior at Rancho Campana High School, and I'm pretty involved in the community. So I'm part of a club called Key Wins, which is another district of Key Club, and we do service events to help out our community around us. In school, I work really hard on my academics, so I try my best to get everything in on time and be efficient. And outside of school, I also work at a company called RC Makes, and that's actually based around my school. So I'm an intern there, and then I also am a lieutenant governor in the Key Wins Key Club, which is the service club. So as lieutenant governor, I am in charge of 5 clubs. So we have 5 key clubs around Ventura County. So we have Rancho Campana High School, Adolfo Camarillo High School, and then some other clubs in Oxnard and Ventura. So what we do is we plan service events. So that might be like a marathon or another kind of run, or just helping out at baby homeless shelters and things like that. And so I help run what's called our division. So that's all of our clubs together, and help raise money for charities and things like that. I love Camarillo because it's such a safe community, and I think the community really just feels like family to me. So I love how it's such a small town where everyone knows each other, and I think it's really cute and nice. First of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Doug Hill, who is my Kiwanis advisor and who nominated me for this award. So thank you for believing in me and for really just supporting me throughout this journey. And thank you so much to my family, especially to my mom and my dad. They really are very supportful of me, and they never push me too hard to do anything. So I really love them for that. And my sisters also are a really big part of my life. So I'd like to thank them for always supporting me as well. And thank you to Cal State Channel Islands for sponsoring Youth of the Year.
The Educator of the Year Award is sponsored by MF Daily Corporation. MF Daily is the longest consecutive sponsor of the Camarillo Top 10 Awards. They've managed commercial and agricultural properties in Ventura County since 1980. Tonight, they're represented on behalf of Chantel Limon, who will be awarding the Educator of the Year, Carol Johnson.
Hi, I'm Chantel Limon, and it's my honor to present this year's Educator of the Year Award on behalf of MF Daily Corporation to Carol Johnson. Carol is a special education teacher at Dos Caminos Elementary School here in Camarillo. For the past 20 years, Mrs. Johnson has dedicated her career to children with developmental disabilities. As a teacher, she's a proud advocate for her students and their families. Mrs. Johnson spent 3 summers in Romania and 2 summers in El Salvador, assisting in the creation of developmental programs for children with disabilities. In 2009, the Ventura County Autism Society honored her as Teacher of the Year. Mrs. Johnson has lived in Camarillo for 21 years and really enjoys spending time with her family. Today, I'm proud to introduce her as this year's Educator of the Year. Congratulations.
Good evening. I would like to thank the Camarillo Chamber of Commerce, Dr. Angelica Ramsey, the Pleasant Valley School District, fellow educators, distinguished guests, and friends and family. It is with great emotion that I received the Educator of the Year award. It is indeed a great honor to be recognized by those in my profession. Teaching children with disabilities has been a joy and a privilege that I'm grateful for every single day. I cannot think of anything I would rather do, and with the wisdom from my years in education, I can confidently say that special education is the best gig out there. I realize how little I would have been able to accomplish alone. I would not be able to do what I do if it were not for the amazing people in my village. I am ever grateful for the support of our superintendent, Dr. Ramsey. Thank you, Robert Wagner, my principal, and to our Dos Caminos team, fellow teachers, office staff, speech pathologists, occupational therapists, and especially my amazing classroom team, Mrs. Trickey and Mrs. McDaniel. Without their untiring efforts, this award would not be possible. I have lived in Camarillo since 1999. My first impression of the beautiful city was the friendly people and the strong sense of community, which is reflected in our schools. Of course, the perfect weather is unsurpassed. Finally, I want to thank my family. My daughters have given selfless support, creatively assembling bulletin boards, organized cupboards, whatever was necessary. A very special thank you to my wonderful husband, David, who has been steadfast in his support and encouragement through the years and all of the challenges. To those who nominated me, thank you for the recognition. Thank you, MF Daily, for sponsoring this award. It truly is an honor to be Educator of the Year.
Now for Volunteer of the Year. Our next 2020 Top 10 winner is sponsored by Mechanics Bank. Presenting on behalf of Mechanics Bank is Carol Drulius, who is awarding the Volunteer of the Year to Pat Brown.
Hi, my name is Carol Drulius. I'm the manager of the Mechanics Camarillo branch, and I'm here today to recognize Pat Brown as Volunteer of the Year. Pat's been volunteering at the Commemorative Air Force Southern California Wing since 1981. Her love for air shows has made the museum a natural place for her to spend her time. She's a great seamstress, so her seamstress skills mean she's sewn just about everything the museum needs. That means upholstering airplane seats and mending bomber jackets. When she isn't at the museum, Pat is usually attending the city chamber events as a representative of the aircraft organization. Pat herself has had more flights in the museum planes than even the pilots themselves. Pat said she plans to volunteer for the rest of her life. So let's give a big congrats to Pat for her outstanding work in our community and her well-deserved award as Volunteer of the Year.
My name is Pat Brown, and I won the Volunteer of the Year award. I spend a lot of time at the museum. I not only can give tours because I've been there since 1981 when we formed it, but I also do a lot of sewing for the museum. For all of the airplanes, whenever they need something sewn up, a new seat for an airplane or anything in fabric or leather or vinyl, I can make the patterns for it and sew it up. So that's what I do. I was interested in the airplanes because I had my first ride in an airplane when I was a Brownie Scout. When I was 7 years old. And this was up in the Northwest on a farm. And my father told me, after I told him how great it was to fly and how wonderful it was to be up in the air, he said, "You're safer on a horse." Well, that wasn't true, because I then had 2 major accidents with horses and broken arms. So that was not true. But I wanted to fly. So after I met my husband, he was interested in going to air shows, and so we started going to air shows. And that's how we found out about this nonprofit organization, because they had airplanes flying at the air shows. So that's how I got involved. Camarillo is God's gift, honestly. The weather here is better than anywhere else in the whole world most of the time. And if we have bad weather, they've got it everywhere else. That's what our pilots tell us, because our pilots are most of them are commercial pilots, and they fly all over the world, and they know that this is the best place to live. That's why they live here. Thank you to Mechanics Bank for being a sponsor. We really appreciate it. I want to thank Clay Lacey from Van Nuys Airport that flies for movies and all kinds of stuff, as well as having been an airline pilot. He got involved with us, and he was a major sponsor for our hangars when we built the hangars. My husband, because if it wasn't for him, I would never have gotten to go to the air shows. I never would have known about it, and I would have always remembered my first flight as a Brownie Scout in a little Piper Cub back in the 1940s. So I just live this every day as a wonderful, wonderful experience and an opportunity to ride in these old airplanes.
Ladies and gentlemen, sponsor, Grocery Outlet of Camarillo, will be presenting the Public Servant of the Year. Cici Adame will be presenting the award for Public Servant of the Year to John Fraser.
Hello, I am Cici Adame, and it is my honor to present this year's Public Servant of the Year award on behalf of Grocery Outlet of Camarillo. This year's award goes to John Fraser. After relocating to Camarillo in 1999, John has been the senior analyst in the city manager's department. For the last 10 years or so, John has been striving to bring in new businesses to Camarillo and support existing ones. He is active in the chamber, hotel tourism efforts, and EDC. He has developed several videos and publications enticing businesses to relocate to Camarillo. Soon upon joining the city, John encouraged the development of the City Scene TV show, where he has and continues to serve as producer and co-host up until a few years ago. John has also coordinated the city emergencies preparedness and response. He has developed a state-of-the-art emergency operations command center and supply warehouse funded through his efforts with outside grants, coordinated an annual emergency exercise with relevant scenarios between city, police, fire, CERT, DART, and hospitals, and coordinated annual well-attended public emergency expos, including securing outstanding free giveaways for attendees. John has a generous heart, always willing to lend a hand on family activities. John has helped with Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, including a den leader, Girl Scouts, Housing Trust Fund, and Fiesta. Thank you for all you do, John, and we are happy to present you with this year's Public Servant of the Year award. Congratulations.
So I'm John Fraser. I'm the Senior Management Analyst with City Camarillo. I was given the Public Servant of the Year award. Thank you very much. And thanks lots to Grocery Outlet for sponsoring me. I heard all about those guys from my son when he was up at Cal Poly. He said it was the best place in the world to shop. So I'm glad they're here, and thanks again. All right. Well, this was a very big surprise, and very humbling. I'm very honored by the award. Camarillo has been a great place to work and a better place to live. Our families, our children have grown up here. My wife works for a couple of nonprofit housing agencies. Our oldest is back east, works in the Washington, D.C. area. My son is in law school at Pepperdine, and he's engaged to Kirsten Smith. And our youngest is a senior at Rio Mesa High School, currently in playoffs, the volleyball team, Go Rio. And it's like I said, this is just, Camarillo's a great place. It's a great city to work for, and interacting with the chamber and the other agencies. And again, very humbled, and I probably need to get back to City Hall because sometimes they lock the door on me. So,
Our next presenter is from Ventura Investment Company, one of the longest established companies in Camarillo. Hillary Packard will be presenting the Service Organization of the Year Award to American Association of University Women.
Hello, my name is Hillary Packard and I'm the Senior Asset Manager at Ventura Investment Co. It's an honor to present this year's Service Organization of the Year Award to the American Association of University Women. AAUW is a national nonpartisan women's advocacy organization that was founded in 1881 to ensure equity in education for women and girls. The Camarillo branch is the fourth largest in the state with 160 members and sponsors programs that reach nearly all Camarillo youth from kindergarten through college. These programs include the Knowledge Bowl, Women in History, Tech Trek, and special scholarships for CSUCI students, especially women with a gap in education between high school and college. AAUW also narrows the gender pay gap by teaching women salary negotiation skills, hosts mission-driven programs, and supports voting rights. We at Ventura Investment Co. are happy to present the American Association of University Women with the Service Organization of the Year Award. Congratulations.
We'd like to thank the Camarillo Chamber of Commerce and Ventura Investment Company for recognizing AAUW Camarillo as this year's Service Organization of the Year. AAUW advances gender equity for women and girls through research, advocacy, and education. A national organization started in 1881, our branch was started over 55 years ago by a group of like-minded women, including our Lifetime Achievement Award winner this year, Val Raines. Over the years, our nonpartisan group of over 160 members has sometimes felt like the best-kept secret in Camarillo. However, we run programs that many Camarillo residents know and love. For example, Knowledge Bowl, which is a county-wide quiz competition for high school students, and Creative Arts Workshop, a summer program for children K through 8. That's been going on for over 50 years, as has Knowledge Bowl. And Women in History, that helps history come alive in Camarillo classrooms with first-person performances of notable women who are often overlooked in the history books. Our main fundraiser is Authors Day, a popular annual event for book lovers. We are really delighted to be recognized this year as we have won a number of awards and grants, especially for the work we do in STEM education. We send 10 to 12 rising 8th grade girls to UCSB every summer for a program called Tech Trek, where they can really embrace their love of math and science. We also give scholarships to Cal State Channel Islands students, and especially those returning to college after a break in their studies. We also focus on pay equity and have salary negotiation programs online and in person called Work Smart and Start Smart. And thanks to the Gene Hawes Foundation, the Rebozo Festival, and the Ventura County STEM Network for recognitions for our work this year. Also, you might have seen us in the Camarillo Christmas Parade, where we kicked off the 2020 celebration of the 19th Amendment and 100 years of women's right to vote. We're also committed to free and fair elections and increasing the number of women who run for public office. We also want to thank our longtime member and Senior of the Year, Stephanie Zierhut, and all she's done over the years to train and staff polling stations in Camarillo.
We give special thanks to our board co-presidents, Gloria Mealy and Jan DeMonsi, VP of Programs B. Lutterbuck, and Treasurer Vanessa Otto, and Secretary Mary Goldberg. Thanks to our founding members, Val Raines, Jan Ackerman, Jeanette, Donna Henriksen Ryden, and Barbara Emmett. We also thank the chairwomen and committee members who run our various programs, and the many other AAUW community members who volunteer for and donate to our programs. And thanks to our supportive partners and spouses. Thank you again for this recognition, and we hope we are no longer the best kept secret in town. It is truly an honor to receive this award, especially during Women's History Month and 2020, the 100th anniversary of women's suffrage. Here's to another 55 years of service.
This year's Entrepreneur of the Year will be presented by Michael Shankin of Kidstream to our award winner, Get It Alcantara.
Good evening. My name is Michael Shanklin, and I'm here to present the Entrepreneur of the Year Award on behalf of Kidstream Children's Museum. Get It Alcantara was born July 25th, 1983 in Mexico City, Mexico. In 1998, at the age of 14, she immigrated to the United States with very limited resources to join her mother in Los Angeles, eventually having to forego school to help contribute financially to her mother and family. Get It joined the workforce in the fast food industry. She went on to earn her GED while working her way up through the fast food chain, and she learned basic management skills, organizational skills, and in doing so, moved to an upper management position. Having received numerous performance awards, such as the Ray Kroc Award, reserved for the top 1% of national store managers in a multi-million-dollar corporation, and being selected as a brand ambassador for the company, Get It began to realize what it took to succeed, and the dream of starting her own business became a reality. Her passion and love for the beauty industry started in the early 2000s. While continuing to work in the fast food industry, she began to work in makeup and skincare on a freelance basis. In October of 2015, Get It married her husband, Jose, and joined him in Camarillo. This is when she began to serve Camarillo and surrounding communities. She began to develop her regular clientele and establish a foundation for her business. Once her financial position and investment capital were set, the idea of opening up her first salon became a reality, and Camarillo was the location. Get It opened Glamour Studio in Camarillo, November of 2018. Now fully staffed, Glamour Studio has a total of 10 independent contractors and a nail technician who are serving the Camarillo area. As Get It is continuing to grow her business, Glamour Studio is expanding with the launch of Glamour Studio Cosmetics, an organic, gluten-free, and cruelty-free cosmetics line. The product line is now coming available and is currently developing new products for the marketplace. Glamour Studio Cosmetics will continue to grow in hopes of establishing a brick-and-mortar store. We are happy to present Get It Alcantara with the Entrepreneur of the Year Award. Congratulations.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank Camarillo Chamber of Commerce and Kidstream for supporting this award. I feel so honored and humbled to be recognized as Entrepreneur of the Year. I realize that there are so many outstanding people out there who are also very deserving this award, and I truly feel blessed to have been selected. My name is Get It Alcantara. My arriving here this evening is not a story about big business or large-scale employment. My story is about how one person, when given the opportunity and the chance, can start with nothing, and through hard work and dedication can realize one's dreams and achieve amazing and wonderful things. Receiving this award is the most amazing feeling ever. It's a recognition of a gift to be given to a person like me, to be given the opportunity to make something of myself and do something meaningful in my life for myself and others, to achieve goals and dreams and hopefully inspire others to do the same. 4 years ago, I got married to my husband and I moved to Camarillo to join him and establish our home here. This wonderful city welcomed me with open arms and made me feel like I always live here. After being a freelance makeup artist, my career branched out in a different direction when I was able to get my esthetician license. After gaining enough experience and confidence, I felt I was ready to start my own business. In 2017, all pieces were in place and I knew it was the right moment to take my life, saving and building an open Glamour Studio. After so much work, struggle, saving everything possible, I took a chance in doing something I truly love. And after a few months and many long lines, one of my biggest dreams has come true. Since Glamour Studio opens indoors in 2018, I have met and I had the pleasure to work alongside 10 amazing stylists who energize the salon with their presence as well with their clientele, as I know that my salon is only good as the talented people who fill their station with satisfied and happy clients. Now in 2019, as move into 2020, I am so proud and excited to have created my own cosmetic lines. Glamour Studio Cosmetic, which is the next phase of Glamour Studio, is now here, and I'm so happy to bring this forward. Sometimes it's hard for me to grasp all that has happened in my life. Here I am participating in Latinos in Business, Women Empowerment Expos, Women in Business meetings and mixers, and the Chamber of Commerce itself. I feel truly blessed, and after a year in business, we decided to give back to the community that was here for me when I was working so hard to build my business, with the small gesture of donating meals to needy families for the holidays. I am hoping to make this little step only start in building a strong Camarillo. I do want to thank my husband, who has always supported me. I would like to thank Ceci Adame, who has encouraged me. Also, I would like to thank my friend Christina, who is an inspiration to me. I would like to thank my friend Carl for his support and believing in me from the beginning. And to all those who helped my dream become a reality. My family and friends who were there in the process building Glamour Studio. It really is true, and I hope that my story will help people realize that with hard work, dedication, and a strong will, anything is possible, and they too can live the American dream.
The next 2020 Top 10 winner is sponsored by Visit Camarillo, presented by Juliana Gonzalez. Visit Camarillo is the Camarillo Hotel and Tourism Association that markets Camarillo for tourism. This year's Business of the Year is Music Freaks.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Juliana Gonzalez, Executive Director of the Camarillo Hotel and Tourism Association. We're also known as Visit Camarillo. We are really excited to be here today to present the Business of the Year Award to Music Freaks. Anne, Brett, and their team have been providing performing arts education and live local music to the community for years. But it doesn't stop there. The Music Freaks team has been a major supporter of the community by hosting fundraisers for several great causes, providing scholarships for disadvantaged music students, and really showcasing their talents in various community concerts. Their impacts in the community have been felt by many and will continue as they uplift the spirits of our community through music. Thank you, Music Freaks.
We thank you, Camarillo Chamber of Commerce and Visit Camarillo, for this wonderful recognition.
Having Music Freaks, formerly Rock City Studios, win Business of the Year is an amazing honor for us all. We all love to teach, inspire, and serve our local musicians and performing artists.
Camarillo is truly a special place for us. I mean, it's our home. It's where we love to work. It's where we love to be part of this community. We over here at Music Freaks love to participate in every avenue of the community. I mean, the best way to describe us is to say that we're a multi-purpose music facility catering to every avenue of music. We provide music scholarships. We try to be involved in every single community event. And I gotta tell you, this is an honor for me, and it is an honor for Benny over here to be a part of this great community and to honestly get this award. So I just want to say thank you, and I know our entire crew would like to say thank you for getting us in here.
To those who nominated us, we thank you. We are truly humbled and honored to receive this award as Business of the Year.
Thank you!
4 years ago, it was the first time that we presented the Stan Daly Lifetime Achievement Award to none other than Stan Daly. DCH Auto Group is our presenting sponsor for this award. DCH Auto Group offers new and used Toyota, Audi, Honda, and Lexus automobiles and an absolutely seamless buying experience. This evening, Anna Zielsdorf of DCH Auto Group is presenting the Stan Daly Lifetime Achievement Award to Dolores Val Rains.
Good evening, I'm Anna Zielsdorf, and it is my honor to present this year's Stan Daly Lifetime Achievement Award on behalf of DCH Auto Group. This year's award goes to Dolores Val Rains. Val was born during the Depression's worst year, 1932, in Gary, Indiana. Her parents are both born in Spain. An important event for Val was meeting her future husband, Ted, assigned to the American Embassy as a Marine security guard. In 1960, they moved to Camarillo with their daughters Angela, Andrea, and Pamela. Val was elected to the PVSD school board in 1977. That offered service opportunities on county and state education committees. Val was awarded a Professor Emerita from St. John's Seminary College, where she chaired the Spanish program as well as serving on the board of directors. In 2015, she co-wrote They Lived and Died in Pleasant Valley, a local history about early pioneers so that students could have a reference book of that period. Her latest project, the Study Center at Trinity Presbyterian Church, has brought her tremendous satisfaction. We are happy to present Dolores Val Raines with the Stan Daly Lifetime Achievement Award.
Good evening. I am Dolores Val Raines and the recipient of the Stan Daly Lifetime Achievement Award. My name, Dolores, is my given name, but inasmuch as in Spanish it means pains and sorrow. How would you, as a child, like to be called Little Pain? I was born in Gary, Indiana in 1932, and I have my degrees from Indiana University. I arrived in California with Ted Raines, my husband, who I had met in Spain while I was doing advanced studies, and to whom I have been married for almost 64 years. We came to Camarillo as a young couple with our eldest daughter, Angela. It was 1960 when we moved into this lovely agricultural town, which was about to embark on cityhood some 4 years later. What an opportunity to give back to the community where you were to reside 60 years, where you had established roots and raise our daughters. An additional blessing was that our eldest, Angela, returned to live in Camarillo with her fantastic husband, and followed by our first grandchildren, twins, who are here in the audience tonight. I dearly love you all. The service path was there for any individual who decided to help establish new organizations, foundations, and serve on city committees to help design the city that they wanted. It was during that path experience that I first met Stan Daly, for whom this award is named. He was always serving and helping to shape Camarillo in so many ways. And I feel both privileged and humbled to be here this evening in his footprints and former recipients of this award. I also wish to thank my husband and my family for allowing me the time to offer my services to Camarillo. Without their support, encouragement, and understanding, I would not have been able to do so. To the many friends who have walked this path with me, I owe so much. But we must never forget to acknowledge those that went on the path of service before us. My dear father had a very strong belief that la enseñanza es la senda al éxito, which means that education is the path to success. And I embraced that concept, which led me to participate in numerous nonprofits and public organizations, as well as a 25-and-a-half-year tenure on the Pleasant Valley School District Board of Trustees. I am still privileged to serve as a personnel commissioner for the district. As a young mother caring for infants, I also was most interested in searching for areas of learning. I found one of those paths led me to an organization that a group of us women would charter, known as the American Association of University Women. They too are being honored this evening, And I would like to say, right on, ladies. I challenge those of the younger generation that are in the audience today to pick up torch of service, because I assure you that you will gain much more than you give. And may that torch of service never be extinguished in our fair city. And in conclusion, my gratitude to those individuals who nominated me for this award, to the Camarillo Chamber, and to my sponsor, DCH Auto Group. It is a humbling and honorable way to strive towards the end of the path. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful evening.
The 2020 Woman of the Year is Vanessa Bechtel, the CEO of the Ventura County Community Foundation, sponsored by our generous friends at Courtyard by Marriott and the Residence Inn by Marriott. Your guests can relax in any of the 130 air-conditioned guest rooms with private balconies at the Courtyard, or enjoy all of the comforts of home at the Extended Stay Residence Inn, Camarillo. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce Melanie Arbuse, presenting our Woman of the Year Award.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Melanie Arboas, and I'm the General Manager of the Courtyard by Marriott in Camarillo. And I'm also representing the Residence Inn by Marriott in Camarillo, and we are so proud to present Woman of the Year to Vanessa Bechtel. Vanessa serves as the President and CEO of the Ventura County Community Foundation, an organization committed to safeguarding the long-term legacies of thousands of generous donors through the careful management of the charitable capital entrusted to them. By promoting philanthropy to improve the community, Vanessa strives to inspire charitable giving that connects philanthropic resources with community needs for the benefit of all. Prior to her work with VCCF, Vanessa serves as Executive Director of the Santa Barbara City College Foundation. She co-founded Monarch Wealth Strategies in 2008 and was honored as Businesswoman of the Year by the Santa Barbara Chamber of Commerce in 2010. Vanessa was recognized as Nonprofit Leader of the Year by the Ventura County Leadership Academy in 2019 and Humanitarian of the Year by the Teddy Bear Cancer Foundation with her spouse, Jim. Vanessa graduated from UC Santa Barbara with a degree in Law and Society. In 2016, she received her master's degree from the Marshall School of Business at the University of Southern California. She also received her master's certificate from the International Institute for the Sociology of Law in Onati, Spain. Vanessa, congratulations again on behalf of the Courtyard and Residence Inn in Camarillo.
Thank you so much to the Camarillo Chamber of Commerce, the Residence Inn and Courtyard Marriott for this incredible recognition. I'm deeply touched and honored to be presented as Woman of the Year in Camarillo. And my name is Vanessa Bechtel. I have the pleasure of serving as the President and CEO of your community foundation, the Ventura County Community Foundation. And I'm just completely in awe and grateful for this recognition. You know, life is really an amazing journey, and I've had so many people that have been there to help support me and lift me up throughout my life. And I just think back to my own experience in philanthropy as a 2-year-old, kicked out of my original preschool, and then in new preschool, a philanthropist decided that music was a great gateway for children and provided lessons and an opportunity to play the violin. And while she would never know it, that violin has really been a gateway for me and my life. And at the Community Foundation, that's what we get to do. We get to work with our local community members as they put their talents and their time and their treasure into making the world a better place, providing opportunities to young children, helping the environment, helping to respond to disasters and when our community is most in need. And in so many different ways, getting to work with people as they give their unique gifts. And I'll just say, as we're approaching the beginning of the 2020 census, it is so important that we make sure we have a complete and accurate count in Ventura County. I'm really grateful to all of the hundreds and hundreds of local community members helping to spread the word that everybody counts, everybody matters. Our future as a community depends on this. We have about $2 billion at stake in funding as a community for our social safety net. So let's go out and count everybody. And thank you again to the Camarillo Chamber of Commerce, my husband Jim, the love of my life, and my family and colleagues and friends that make every day a real treat and gift.
The 2020 Man of the Year is the fabulous Roberto Martinez, the CEO of the Camarillo Boys and Girls Club, and is sponsored by Oakmont of Camarillo. Oakmont is Camarillo's newest senior living facility, and Dawn Simmons will be presenting the award.
Good evening. I'm Dawn Simmons, and it is my honor to present this year's Man of the Year award on behalf of Oakmont of Camarillo. Roberto Martinez was born the second oldest of 6 children to Angel and Anita Martinez in Valencia, Venezuela. With his older brother and parents, he moved to San Bernardino, California at the age of 2 to live with his mother's family and eventually into a home of their own. Growing up, he spent much of his time at the neighborhood parks playing baseball, soccer, and football with siblings, cousins, and uncles. At an early age, he learned work ethic from his parents and through helping his grandfather, Adrian Sanchez, with construction and gardening projects. Roberto graduated from Cal State University San Bernardino, earning his BA in developmental psychology and a master's in public administration. While in school, he carried a full course load of studies and worked full-time, gaining valuable experience, having opportunities to work and volunteer with community-based organizations such as Network for Environmental Science Teachers and Inland Empire Future Leaders. In 2003, Roberto began working with the Boys and Girls Clubs of San Bernardino, tutoring in the homework programs and developing and running day camp programs. Growing in the organization, he became a site director, overseeing the Delman Heights Club, and in 2009 became a site director at the Waterman Gardens Club with the Boys and Girls Club of Redlands, as well as the program director with Young Visionaries Youth Leadership Academy. In 2011, he had the opportunity to come to the Boys and Girls Club of Camarillo to serve as the Vice President of Programs, and in 2016, he became the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Camarillo. Through the hard work of the club staff, board, volunteers, and donors, programs, participation, and impact have all increased. Roberto joined the Camarillo Rotary in 2015 and was the 2019 president. He also serves on the board of directors for University Charter Preparation School and the Camarillo Chamber of Commerce, as well as the Advisory Council of Cal Lutheran Center for Nonprofit Leadership. Raising his daughter in Camarillo has given him opportunities to give back to the community through youth sports programs and school functions. Roberto, his wife Victoria, and daughter Jasmina are all happy in Camarillo. The three enjoy watching Dodger games together, barbecuing on the weekends, walking Nacho, their miniature poodle, around the neighborhood, and spending time together as a family. We are happy to present Roberto Martinez with the Man of the Year Award. Congratulations.
Good evening, my name is Roberto Martinez and I have been named the Camarillo 2020 Man of the Year by the Camarillo Chamber of Commerce, and I'd like to thank the Camarillo Chamber of Commerce and Oakmont of Camarillo for the recognition. So I am the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Camarillo, and we help our youth build confidence, competence, character, and connections. Every day, hundreds of kids come to our facility and we engage them in different activities, help them develop new hobbies, and we make sure they get their homework done. So by the time the parents come to pick them up, all they got to do is go home and connect as a family. We've been serving the community for over 50 years, and as the club has grown and grown and grown, so have the needs for the services. So this past year was very important for us, and later on this year we will start construction on our expansion. So as the club has grown, we have had leaders in the community step up and make sure that we can provide for our members. So we launched the Expanding Possibilities campaign, led by Mark Lissagor, Myron Harrison, and another number of other community members. So We're going to be adding on a teen center, a STEM center area for our members with special needs, and we're going to be making improvements to the overall club. If not for the hard work and support of many others, I would not be able to be here today. It has been a long road, and along every step of that road, I have been helped out tremendously. My parents gave me the strong foundation, and my grandparents as well, and along the road there's been coaches, there's been teachers, there's been mentors, there's been aunts and uncles and all sorts of other folks who have really helped me to be to the point where I am today. Came to Camarillo in 2011. The community has been incredibly welcoming to myself and my family. Bill Locker, then CEO of the Boys and Girls Club, hired me to run the programs, and I was able to learn under him. And when he had got his new opportunity and I was able to step into the role, I worked with my co-CEO then, David Tennyson, who has been a great mentor for me as well, and really helped me to continue to lead the club. So I've been very fortunate to be surrounded by a great team, not only with the staff at the Boys and Girls Club, Julie Pope, Carlos Flores, Naomi, Christian, Alyssa, and many more, Linda Nuttall, but also with our board of directors. I've been incredibly blessed to have wonderful board chairs all along the way. Chris Bannon, Nina Andres, David Tennyson, and a number of other strong volunteers and leaders in the community who have been tremendously helpful for me. And we've been able to really make Camarillo our home. I love my hometown of San Bernardino. It's really made me who I am today. And Camarillo is just a great place. You have great schools, you have great parks, you have great programs and great weather and wonderful people who have just been so kind and generous to us as we moved in here and made this our home. So for me, I'd like to thank my team at the Boys and Girls Club, from our staff, our donors, our volunteers, and our board of directors. I'd also like to thank all those in the community who help me out all the time. The different service clubs, the Lions Club, the Rotary Club of Camarillo, and the members have just really carried me through this year of my presidency, and so many others in the community as well. I would like to, of course, thank my wonderful daughter Jasmina, who inspires me every day to try hard, to my parents and my family for really building the foundation, and to my beautiful wife Vicky, who has always been my strength and just supported me and given me so much love. And I love you so much, and I really appreciate everything you do. And thank you to those who nominated me for this recognition, and really appreciate what the Chamber does for the city.
Again, congratulations to all our winners. We hope you've enjoyed this wonderful event. This year's Top 10 Awards ceremony would not have been possible without the committee and the Camarillo Chamber staff that put so much work into the event. Cassandra Sutton, Chair, Larry Davis, Dave Tennyson, Don Valenzano, Selena Zacharias, Roberto Martinez, Cici Adame, Director of Membership, Bailey Huerta, Director of Marketing and Events, and our incredible video team headed by Miguel Orozco of Nueva Vista Media Incorporated. As we close our presentation, start thinking of who's doing incredible work in our community that you would like to nominate next year. Hopefully, we'll be able to do the top 10 in person. We've honored so many wonderful people and organizations. Congratulations once again to all of our winners. Thank you all for helping us celebrate Camarillo's stars.